Yo, what's good, everyone? So get this. While you're splitting your Netflix password with three cousins, there's this one Saudi prince who literally bought a 500-year-old painting for $450 million. And that's not even his most ridiculous purchase. I'm talking about Mohammed bin Salman. And trust me, this dude makes Jeff Bezos look broke. Today, we're diving into the absolutely insane world of MBS. And no, that's not some crypto coin. This man has spent more money on random stuff than most countries' entire GDP. We're talking about a yacht that costs more than your entire neighborhood, a French castle that makes Versailles look like a studio apartment. And wait for it. He literally bought an entire football club just because he felt like it. Plus, there's this one painting that disappeared into thin air after he bought it. Buckle up, because this wealth is about to make your brain hurt. All right, let's start small, and by small, I mean a casual $550 million yacht called Serene. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, just another billionaire with a boat. Wrong. This isn't just a boat, fam. Picture this. You're stressed about your rent, and this man has a floating palace that's longer than the Statue of Liberty is tall. The Serene is 439 feet of pure insanity. It has 2 helicopter landing pads, because apparently one wasn't enough. A snow room. Yes, artificial snow in the middle of the desert. Multiple pools. And get this. The maintenance alone costs $60 million per year. That's right, he spends more on maintaining his yacht than most people will earn in their entire bloodline combined. The fuel costs? Don't even ask. This thing probably burns through more money in gas than your college tuition. But here's the kicker. He bought this on impulse in 2015. Like, imagine being so rich that $500 million is just a why not moment. Meanwhile, we're out here calculating if we can afford extra guac. It gets crazier. Because apparently one mansion wasn't enough, MBS said, "You know what? Let me buy the most expensive house in the world." Enter Château Louis XIV in France, a $300 million palace that makes every other rich person's house look like a garden shed. This place is 7,000 square meters of pure flex. We're talking about a golden fountain, not gold-plated solid gold. There's an indoor nightclub, because why go out when you can party in your basement? A wine cellar that holds thousands of bottles worth more than most people's cars. Oh, and fun fact. This chateau was designed by a cousin of Jamal Khashoggi. Yeah, that Khashoggi. The irony is thicker than the gold leaf on his fountain. The property manager probably has nightmares about the electric bill. We're talking about heating and cooling 7,000 square meters of luxury. Your entire year's salary wouldn't cover 1 month of utilities in this place. Here's where it gets interesting. You might be thinking, how did this guy get so rich? Well, buckle up for some family drama that makes the Kardashians look boring. MBS wasn't always the crown prince. He had to literally climb over his cousins and uncles to get to where he is now. In 2017, he locked up over 300 relatives and businessmen in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in what he called an anti-corruption campaign. Translation: give me your money or stay locked up. This dude basically held his own family hostage until they coughed up over $100 billion. Imagine your family reunion, but instead of arguing about who brought the potato salad, you're literally shaking down your relatives for billions. The crazy part? It worked. He went from being just another prince in a family of thousands to the prince with all the power and money. While you're fighting with your siblings over who gets mom's good china, this man was collecting billions from his cousins like it's monopoly money. And here's the kicker. He did all this while preaching about fiscal responsibility and austerity measures for the Saudi people. The audacity is honestly impressive. But hold up, because we haven't even reached peak insanity yet. Are you ready for this? MBS bought a 500-year-old painting for $450 million. Not a house, not a company, not even a small country, a painting. We're talking about Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, basically Jesus holding a crystal ball. Now, art is subjective and all, but $450 million? For context, that's more than the GDP of some entire nations. That's enough money to end homelessness in multiple cities. But here's where it gets absolutely bonkers. After buying the most expensive painting in history, this man lost it. Like, straight up, nobody knows where it is. Some say it's on his yacht. Others think it's in a storage unit in Geneva. Imagine spending almost $500 million on something and then just misplacing it? Hey, has anyone seen my $450 million painting? I think I left it somewhere between my yacht and my castle. The insurance claim on this thing must be wild, and the best part? Art experts now think it might not even be a real Da Vinci. The painting is literally more expensive than most skyscrapers, and it's smaller than your laptop screen. Look, at this point, I'm running out of ways to describe how absolutely unhinged this level of wealth is. Like, this man spends more on lunch than most people spend on their cars. His credit card statement probably crashes the bank's computer. If you're still watching this without having an existential crisis about wealth inequality, you're stronger than me. Hit that subscribe button if you want more content about people who casually drop more money on art than entire countries spend on education. Because apparently, we're all just living in MBS's world, and he's collecting infinity stones made of solid gold. Now let's talk about his personal life, because even his relationships are expensive. This man doesn't just buy his wife jewelry, he probably bought her the entire diamond mine. The Saudi royal family's total wealth is estimated at $1.4 trillion. That's trillion with a T. To put that in perspective, if you spent $1 million every single day, it would take you over 3,800 years to spend their money. Their family budget makes other billionaires look like they're shopping at the dollar store. And don't even get me started on what he's probably spending on his kids. While you're arguing with your parents about increasing your allowance by $20, this man's children probably have trust funds worth more than small countries' military budgets. The family vacations alone probably cost more than most people's houses. They don't book flights. They buy airlines. But you want to know the most insane flex of all? MBS didn't just buy toys for himself. He bought an entire English football club, Newcastle United, for a casual $305 million. Not because he loves football, not because it was a good investment, but because he could. Imagine being so rich that you buy a Premier League team the same way normal people buy a sandwich. Oh, I'm feeling a bit bored today. Let me just purchase a football club real quick. But wait, there's more. This man is building an entire city from scratch. NEOM is his $1.5 trillion project to build a futuristic megacity in the desert. That's not a typo. Trillion. The project is so expensive that it costs more than the GDP of most countries combined. We're talking about a city with flying cars, robot maids, and artificial snow. The construction budget alone is more money than has ever existed in some economies. He's literally trying to build Wakanda in the Saudi desert. And here's the craziest part. He's funding all of this while his country is telling regular citizens to tighten their belts.
The level of do as I say, not as I spend is absolutely incredible.
So there you have it. A man who makes Scrooge McDuck look financially responsible. While we're all stressed about inflation, MBS is out here inflating the prices of literally everything he touches. The moral of the story? Some people really do live in a completely different reality. Peace out.